Good morning, welcome. My name is Sam, and we're going to start by coming to a comfortable seated position on our mat, and we're going to start by deepening the breath. So allow your eyes to close and just settle in. We're going to take a deep breath through the belly, up through the lungs, expanding the chest. Take in as much air as you can through the nose. And now exhale slowly through the nose, audibly. You want to hear the breath in the back of your throat as you exhale. Now let's take another deep breath in. Fill your lungs. Inhale a little more. And now exhale slowly and deeply through the nose. It's going to take a couple more. Inhale slowly. Fill the belly, the chest, the lungs. And now exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Fill the belly, expand the chest. Take in as much air as you can. And now exhale slowly and completely. This helps to warm the body from within. You want to keep this breath with you throughout your entire practice. And now, flutter your eyes open and come to standing at the top of your mat. Feet are together, fingertips reaching towards the earth. And now, inhale, raise your arms up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, head between your knees, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift your head, look up and arch your back. Exhale, step back to a plank position and lower down, bending your elbows. Inhale, roll forward to upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. You want to press down through your index finger and thumbs, lifting your hips up high, gazing at your navel. And we're going to take 3 more breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. At the end of your exhalation, look towards your hands and walk your feet towards your hands. Now, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And now inhale, rise, come all the way up, palms overhead, palms together. Look at your thumbs. And now exhale, hands down by your side. We're going to take another one, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead, palms touch. Look at your thumbs. And now exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, head to your knees. Inhale, look forward, arch your back, look up. Exhale, step back to a plank position and lower down, bending at the elbows. Inhale, roll forward to upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. And we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. At the end of your exhalation, look towards your hands. Step your feet to your hands. And inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, head to your knees. Inhale, stand and rise all the way up, arms up, palms touch. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, arms down, Samastitihi. All right, we're going to do 2 Surya Namaskara Bs. Sink low, bend your hips, sweep your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, straight legs, head to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, step back to a plank position and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands, pivot your left foot, rise, come up, Virabhadrasana, look up. Exhale, hands down to your mat, step back to a plank and lower down. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands, pivot your right foot, rise, come up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. At the end of your exhalation, look towards your hands. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, sink low, arms up. Look at your hands. Exhale, straight legs, Samastitihi. All right, one more, Surya Namaskara B. Sink low, bend your knees, arms sweep up overhead. Look at your palms. Exhale, fold forward, straight legs, head to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, step back to a plank position and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take your right foot forward between your hands, pivot your left foot, rise, come up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands, pivot your right foot, rise, come up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step back to plank and lower down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Look towards your hands. Walk, step, or jump towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward, head to your knees. Inhale, sink your hips, bend low, palms up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, arms by your side, Samastitihi. All right, jump your feet or step your feet hip width apart. And now hinge from your hips, bend down, and grab your toes with your peace fingers. This is Padangustasana. Inhale, head up, look up. Exhale, pull your head between your knees. And we're going to count for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. And with each exhalation, Allow yourself to pull even deeper towards your knees. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Inhale, release your toes. And exhale, slide your hands all the way under your feet. This is Padahastasana. Inhale, head up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Head up, inhale, exhale, release the hands, and inhale, slowly rise up, all the way up to standing, and your feet back to Samastitihi. All right, we're going to take a wide stance out to the right, and turn your feet towards the back of the mat. So your right foot is facing the back of the mat. Your arms are stretched out wide. This is Trikonasana. So hinge from the hips, sink down low over that right foot, grabbing on to the toe, or you can place your foot on your hand or on your shin. And we're going to take 5 breaths here, reaching your left arm up towards the sky. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Release the toe, rise, come up, pivot your feet towards the front of the mat. Your left foot is facing the front of the mat, and now hinge from the hips, bend down, grabbing your left hand onto your shin, your foot, or your big toe. Reach your right arm up to the sky, and now 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Release the toe and rise, come all the way up to standing, arms extend, and now step to the front of the mat in Samastitihi. All right, and we're going to take a wide stance out to the right again. Arms extend out wide. Pivot your right foot towards the back of the mat. Bend your knee. This is Parsvakonasana. You're going to place the right arm onto the leg, or you can bring your hand all the way down to the floor on your pinky toe side and reach your left arm up and over, all the way up, reaching towards the back of the mat, keeping your left shoulder up so it doesn't fall forward. And we're going to take 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Inhale, rise, come up, pivot your legs, your left foot facing the front of the mat, bend into that left knee, and reach down, placing your left arm onto your thigh or reaching down to the pinky toe side of your foot. Your right arm reaches, extends out towards the front of the mat, and we take 5 breaths, keeping your right shoulder from sinking low. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Inhale, rise, come up, arms extend, and exhale, Samastitihi at the top of the mat. We're going to take a vinyasa. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, head to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, arch your back, look up. Exhale, step back to a plank position and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Step your feet to your hands and find a seat on your mat. We're going to extend our feet out in front of us. Feet are flexed. And now bring your right foot up to meet your thigh. Leave about 1 hand space between your foot and your thigh. And now you're going to take your right arm up, reach forward, reach your arm all the way around your back, taking your left arm to meet your hand behind you. This is Marichiyasana A. And now inhale, head up. Exhale, bow your head forward. Keeping your left foot flexed. We're going to take 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release your hands. Cross your legs, lift up, step back to a plank position, and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look forward towards your hands, walk or cross your legs, and have a seat on your mat. We're going to do the other side. Lift your left leg up. Right leg is extended out in front of you. You can place your right hand behind your back. Lift your left arm up. Reach forward towards your extended foot. Reach around your back. And go ahead and grab your left hand with your right hand and bind your hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow your head to your knee. Keeping your right foot flexed. 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release your arms. Cross your legs and lift up. Jump or step back to a plank position and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Look forward, step or jump your feet between your hands. Extend your feet out in front of you and bend your right knee up. And you're going to want to keep that space between your foot and your thigh, about 1 hand width apart. Bring your right knee in slightly. And now take your right arm behind your back. Lift your left arm up and twist. Looking over that right shoulder. Look over as far as you can, keeping your left foot flexed. We're going to take 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. This is Marichiyasana C. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Try to go a little deeper with each exhalation. Breathing for 4. And breathing for 5. Inhale, turn towards the front of the mat, release the pose, cross your legs, lift up, step back to a plank position, and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Look between your hands, walk, step, or jump your feet to a seated position. And now we're going to find a cross-legged position, or if you have a half lotus or a full lotus, you can go ahead and take that. I'm going to sit in a half lotus position because that's what's comfortable for me. So this is Yogi Mudrasana. So take your pointer finger and your thumb on both hands over your knees, palms facing up. Inhale, lift your chest, close your eyes, and bring your chin down. We're going to take 10 breaths here. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 6. Breathing for 7. Breathing for 8. Breathing for 9. And breathing for 10. With your eyes still closed, go ahead and lay down now fully on your mat. Take up space on your mat. Extend your legs out comfortably, palms facing up. This is your Shavasana. This is your time to check in with your body. See how you feel. Take a deep breath in, the biggest one you've taken so far. And exhale through the mouth at your own pace. Take one more. Deep breath in through the nose. Fill your belly, your lungs, your chest, and sigh it out. Just breathe normally now, normally and comfortably. In through your nose, out through your nose. Take your final rest. Allow your body to sink down onto the mat. Feel your feet relax, your knees, your thighs. Feel your lower back relax deeper and into the mat. Allow your fingers to sink in. Allow your shoulders to relax. Let go of any tension you may be feeling in your face. And just completely let go. This is your time. Enjoy it now. Take a moment as I'm silent to reflect. Observe your thoughts go by and rest. When you're ready, you can start to wiggle your toes and your fingers and roll over to whichever side is comfortable for you. Resting comfortably on your side. Take a moment here. When you're ready, with eyes closed, come up to a seated position on your mat. Bring your palms together. Take a breath in. And I thank you for joining me today. Thank yourself. Namaste.